All right, guys, so I'm standing right here in the middle of this field where the pond is eventually going to be. I am building a pond. I started out kind of just thinking of a small pond, but there is all this land out here. So I just went ahead and marked out a 40 by 40 foot square. That's kind of where I'm going to start, and we will see if it gets any bigger than that. I would obviously like to go way bigger, but I kind of found this flat spot here on the land, surrounded by trees. I don't want to have to cut down a big tree. I will cut down this tree, and then I think there's another small one like right here. I may follow the tree line, wrap around these trees, come up through here. I don't know yet. I don't know. We're just gonna see. I've never built a pond before, but it's just digging a hole, right? Digging a hole and it fill up. That's all it is, basically. But I'm excited. Also, I was thinking about 4 feet, but after fishing this private pond I've been fishing here lately, I kind of want to go deeper. Also, I am in Texas, so it gets pretty hot here. I'm also at the top of Texas where it gets pretty cold here. So I may have to go a little bit deeper than 4 feet or 5 feet just to protect these fish that I am putting in this pond. So I'm gonna go grab the tractor, and the next thing we need to do is I'm gonna start removing all the topsoil, removing all the grass. So let's go grab the tractor. I need to run to the house to get my tripod for the camera, and then I can head back and actually go start digging up the pond. So I am using a little farm tractor here. What I'm doing today is I'm just gonna remove the topsoil of the pond, get it down as much as I can on this little tractor, and then we'll have to go rent a backhoe, a big old tractor, to get down deep. So today's goal is to at least skim the top off of everything today, and then in a few days I'll keep working on it, and then we'll go get the big boy, the big tractor, and actually make it deep. So just wanted to show the very first scoop of this pond going down. All right, first piece of soil. It did just rain the past few days, so, well, I guess just yesterday, but we do have wet soil. And also a storm coming in, so it is thundering over there. That might be past us though, but first bucket of very many. But that's pretty cool. Had to show the first one. This is gonna be fun. A lot of work, but it's gonna be fun and worth it. All right, so it's starting to rain. I'm going to stop here, but we got about half of it, maybe half of it done. We got this side all kind of dug out, topsoil, and then we still have this side to go, but this is going to be a pretty good sized pond, dude. Pretty stoked about it. Pond's already starting to fill up. All right, it is the next day. Let's get back to it. All right, so at the end of day 2, or I guess day 1.5, I guess. Didn't do much yesterday. Here is what I got done. We got the whole border of the pond dug up all the way around, so we can actually see how big the pond is gonna be. And I actually dug up a lot more than topsoil, but it doesn't really show. But man, it's gonna be a freaking big pond. Putting in work with the little farm tractor here. All right, guys, so it is officially day 2 of working on the pond. I'm gonna call it day 2. I had about maybe 2 hours of working on the first day, and then it rained on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the first 2 days 1 day. But day 2 of working on the pond, this is where we are. Doesn't look like I did much, but I did, I promise. A bunch of dirt over there. But today we actually have a backhoe coming from Ace Hardware, so waiting on that, and then we can actually start going deeper. As you can see, this looks like someone doesn't know what they're doing, Hey, that's me. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just digging a hole, right? The plan today is to get this area pretty deep. And I'd also like to dig out all the edges. Dig all the edges down pretty deep. Over here, this is all going to gradually get deep. So kind of like a beach area, gradually get down deep. But everything else around it will have a deep drop off for at least 2 feet drop off. And then it will start sloping down to the deep area. I got 2 days of perfect weather. So I want to get out here on this backhoe and just go to town making this guy deep. I'm going to go as deep as possible. Talked about going 4 feet or 5 feet, but if I can, I want to go deeper. We need to deep it. Yeah, buddy. All right, quite the upgrade from our little farm tractor. This is the biggest that we have in town, so this is what we got. Kubota L47. But all right, cool. Let's start digging. Oh man, there's nothing better than a night sky, some stars, and loud machinery. I've been working in the dark, but it's about 10 o'clock now, and I think I'm gonna call it. It's time to go home. It's time to go. All right, so another successful day on the tractor. I'm gonna call it because, oh, see it? Lightning. It is lightning. Lightning. One day I learn words. Slightly raining. I was like, you know what? I better get off the tractor. It is completely metal, and I don't want to die today. There's lightning going off all around me, so mostly over here, but more over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the day. But I got quite a bit done today. Didn't film anything. I just got to work. So like I said, the tractor's going back tomorrow because it's gonna rain the next few days. I wish this was done because it would collect all the rainwater, but it's not. What I got done so far it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. It's a lot of work though. I kind of underestimated how much dirt I would be moving for this pond, but it is a pretty big pond. So again, it does not look like I did much, but I promise I did. So we got the gradual slope forming here, and then went around the entire pond and dug out about 3 foot or so. So that happens all the way across the pond. I have another ramp right here that is to get the dirt to that pile over there. And again, dug a trench all the way through here, about 3 feet deep. So you can kind of see the middle of the pond is getting pretty low as well. I have been making passes through here, pass through here, pass through there. It's very slow. when I'm making these 1-inch little passes, it is so freaking slow and you can barely see the progress. But I hope you guys can see the progress from day one. Well, I guess you can because it was just an empty field. That's how it looked. It looked like this. Now it looks like this. But so over here, I actually dug quite a big hole. I was digging down, starting to form the big deep hole. That's going to be over here in this corner. That's about maybe 4 feet, 4.5 feet. I built these walls straight up and down. That is so whenever I'm pushing dirt to it, I can use that wall to help scoop up that dirt in the bucket. But these walls will probably have to be slanted because this is not clay. We're gonna have to order a bunch of that clay, I'm not even sure what it's called, bentonite or something like that, to hold water in this pond because we're at the top of Texas and it's pretty much a desert. I say that as it's about to freaking storm and rain. So these walls will have to be slanted. Slanted walls will hold that bentonite that we're gonna have to sprinkle down better. So we will be slanting these walls. This is just for me to get down deep. This is the pond, guys. It's pretty freaking awesome. A few trees, big root right here. These are kind of making it a pain to dig it out evenly, which as you can see, I'm not, but it's okay. Another root here, big root here. These were trees that were not above the ground. Or I don't think they were. Pretty sure they weren't. We just had small ones. I think this one was, but the other ones were not. All right. Enough talking. I'm gonna spend a lot of time digging out the middle right now. So let's start the time lapse. All right, so the end of day 3 of digging, I kind of worked on this area for the last bit of that. Got it down quite a bit. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I don't realize how much I've dug until like randomly I'd be climbing up this hill. I'm like, holy crap, this hill is so much more steeper. It's freaking cool, man. The more I dig, the more stoked I'm getting about this pond. Needs to be a whole lot deeper though, so I still have a long way to go. We have to let this stupid weather pass. It's thundering all back there. Once it passes, we'll probably rent the backhoe again. Guys, check this out. Just came out to the pond. About to start working on it, but we got a bunch of rain last night. And check this out. It is actually holding water, which I am surprised about. So you can tell kind of here, there is water on the ground. Over here as well. It is holding water, and then the deep pocket right here as well. Dude, maybe, just maybe, this pond might hold water. I may have a slow leak, but it is good to see water. I did not think I would ever see this without adding any clay or anything to this pond. Oh, that is awesome. I'm happy. Yeah, buddy. I was really shocked to see that this morning. This is one night of rain, and it filled up that little deep pocket, so I don't know. We'll see. I still have a lot of digging to do. It's going to be a lot deeper than this. But this right here is holding water. And that's only about 2 feet, maybe 2.5 feet. So we just measured the pond for the first time. And from here to right over there is 95 feet. And from here to here is 61 feet. So that is the size of the pond. Pretty big pond. Almost 100 feet. So I've just been working over here on this side, getting it to a nice little bowl shape, attempting it. I'm gonna do that, dig out this area, and then this side will be done. for this. But once we get the big tractor again, we'll actually dig a deep hole right here. I want this corner to be pretty deep. Maybe, it just depends honestly how long it takes to dig, but definitely deeper than the 4 or 5 foot it's gonna be this whole area. So the deep hole will probably be maybe 10 foot. All right, so just put about maybe 4 more hours of work. 2 of those hours were in the rain, so it's kind of cold. I was sliding around and got stuck a few times, but I kind of reshaped the edges all over here. So like I said, I'm gonna need the slant if we do have to get some clay out here. The slant will help hold the clay better than a straight down wall, but the straight down wall did help me dig pretty deep. So I think I got this area here, maybe 3.5 feet. All this up here is kind of done. I may go a little bit deeper and just kind of clean that up some more. But this is what I got done so far. You can kind of see I reshaped all this as well over here. I couldn't do too much because all this ground is still wet. There's still a puddle over here, and this is where I got stuck a few times. So there's all the water. I pushed as much as I could, but all this is super soft. So let's see if I can climb up here without seeing. Probably not. Anyways, you can kind of see the edge there. I had to go back on the other side and push down into it, but I may have to extend this corner out just to get a nice slant over here, which I will do. All this is nice and slanted, as you can see, and this is about 2 foot deep. So I'm cold. Sorry if I'm shaking or talking weird, but not too bad. Using small equipment. I wish I had big equipment, but I don't. It's just too expensive to rent. It's about $600 just to deliver it, and that's stupid. So we probably won't be getting bigger equipment. I'll just tough it out with this guy, which is putting in work, the old John Deere. So that's it for this video, guys. That is about 4 days of work on the new pond, and I'm freaking stoked. So I'm gonna keep working on this as I can, and hopefully eventually we'll have a pond. I'm freaking stoked that it was holding water. Of course that water's gonna leak out. Maybe if we compact the dirt more, it'll actually hold the water, but as of right now I don't think it will. Probably have to order some bentonite or whatever, but we'll see. But guys, I hope you enjoyed watching me dig a hole, because I'm going to be digging a hole for quite a while now, I feel like. But man, this is awesome, dude. It is freaking awesome to see it come together. This hole is slowly becoming my baby, and it's just a hole, but eventually it will be a pond, and I cannot freaking wait to stock it. But guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. More pond videos coming soon, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.